Today we're talking with Priority One, and we're going to help save you some money and help you navigate the car buying process.
Credit unions are member owned. We give specialized service. It's more, I know who you are, you're not a number. And because we're not for profit, we can actually give you higher CD rates, lower loan rates, and basically all the other services that you get that you pay a fee for elsewhere, we don't charge, they're free. Every year we try to put on 2 auto showcases. And what our auto showcases are, we join forces with Auto Advisor, who is our car buying service, free car buying service. And what they do actually is they take the hassle out of car buying. Once we get you pre-approved for your auto loan at Priority One, then we refer you to Auto Advisors, and that service is free of charge. Being a credit union, we try to feel around in the community, find out what are people looking for, what are their needs, and one of which is not only to, upgrade their vehicle or just get their dream vehicle, but they want to know, it's the holidays. How can you get me the vehicle I want, but still keep money in my pocket? So here's what we're offering.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Making Money with Laura Sanders, and I am your host, Laura Sanders. Every week we talk about something that'll help you make a little money, save a little money, or maybe just help you navigate this crazy world that we live in, because it isn't always about money, or maybe it is. So today I have Diana from Priority One Credit Union, and I can't say bank because they're not a bank, they're a credit union.
That's right.
What's the difference between a bank and a credit union?
Well, Laura, first of all, the service, our people. Credit unions are member owned, which means we don't pay our boards, they're volunteer. We literally, when you come in, you can vote for different things with a credit union. We're more homegrown, let's put it that way.
Okay.
We give specialized service. It's more of I know who you are, you're not a number. And because we're not for profit, we can actually give you higher CD rates, lower loan rates, and basically all the other services that you get that you pay a fee for elsewhere, we don't charge, they're free.
Okay, so that tells you the difference between a bank and a credit union.
And a credit union.
Or at least Priority One Credit Union, because they might not all be as good as Priority One.
I agree with that.
Yes.
I agree with that.
Tell them, how long have you been at your job?
Well, I have been at Priority One for 17 years, and prior to that, I was with commercial banks and switched and never went back because of the service, because of the mentality of credit unions. We live by the mission of people helping people. And sometimes people say that, and they don't do it. We do. We actually have a group at Priority One that's called CAT, Community Action Team. Mm-hmm. And each year we actually go out in the community. We just finished Feeding South Florida. We were there sweeping the warehouses, cleaning up, sorting food, and helping to feed the homeless.
That's awesome.
Yes, we do Habitat each year.
So you're building houses now.
Yes, we are. And, our CEO, everybody shows up.
And you're also a sponsor of the breast cancer.
Breast cancer awareness is happening.
And you won a hat contest, I heard.
Yes, Laura, you were there.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't
you
win.
You were there. My goal, Laura, actually was to make sure I won that contest. You and I had this bet, remember? The year before, you were nominated, and I sat in the audience, and I was so sad. I'm like, so this year, I decided I was going to go all out.
You did.
I loved your hat, though, quite frankly.
Thank you, and I loved yours.
Thank you.
So, you have some big news coming up because you have an event coming up.
Yes. Right. Every year we try to put on 2 auto showcases. And what our auto showcases are, we join forces with Auto Advisors, who is our car buying service, free car buying service.
Which I will say, my family's used it, and it makes a huge difference.
Very much so.
You would think not.
And what they do actually is they take the hassle out of car buying. Mm-hmm. So you can tell them, I tell people, once we get you pre-approved for your auto loan at Priority One, then we refer you to Auto Advisors. And you'll tell them up to the color carpet you want in your car. They'll look for specifically what you're looking for. And that service is free of charge.
Yeah, that's something I definitely highly recommend that you reach out to Priority One, give them a call, because that service will definitely save you money.
And with the event that's coming up, Friday, November 7th and Saturday, November 8th, we'll have auto advisors there. Plus, we'll have an auto dealership. We'll be bringing several different models of vehicles. We'll be at our open lot at our 3000 North University Drive, Sunrise, Florida. We have an open lot right beside the office. We'll fill it with vehicles. You come in, you see what you like. We'll get you pre-approved. Rates are lower. We're actually offering a phenomenal rate, 4.99% for auto loan, and that's up to 60 months. Of course, that has to do with credit, depend on credit, so we look at that.
But you are flexible as well on credit, which I think is
are.
amazing.
We are. And
They're not the standard, like, follow the book.
guess why?
Why?
Because we are local. We have our underwriters are right on premises. We don't have to call a different state to find out, okay, is this approved or not? So then we do common sense underwriting. So, if you had some hiccups along the way with your credit, and there's a logical reason for that, we take that into consideration. So we look at compensating factors.
Okay, so that's definitely a reason to reach out to them. You can give them a call at
954-335-5100, and then hit option 2, and that will take you straight to our live customer service line.
And it's good to know that you don't have to wait. Press 1 for this, press 2 for that,
Exactly.
press 3 for that.
Also, I don't want to forget, when you close on your auto loan with us during this time, at closing you get a $25 gas card. We want to fill your tank, well, not fill, because it costs a lot more now.
Maybe half of
a tank or something.
And I know there's something else that I see here, but I think we should make them wait to hear about
Okay.
the amazing holiday offer that you have, right?
Sounds good.
So we're going to go to commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to tell you about that. I mean, I'm looking at this, and oh my, amazing offer. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
At JK Closing Attorneys, we do all of the same things that a title company does, but with the benefits of being a law office. We can help with residential real estate, short sales, commercial real estate, refinances, 1031 exchanges, and FIRPTA withholding.
Contact JK Closing Attorneys today at 954-332-3111. Again, that is 954-332-3111.
Priority One Credit Union of Florida is a welcoming credit union that makes your financial success our #1 priority. We offer lower loan rates, higher deposit rates, and common sense local loan approvals, with nationwide access through shared branching.
Hi, I'm Dina Hennessy, President and CEO at Priority One Credit Union. We are open to the community. Anyone can be a member of our credit union, and we would love to have you.
Contact us today at 954-335-5100. You can also reach us at PriorityOneFL.org. Your financial success is our priority. That's 954-335-5100.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Making Money with Laura Sanders, and I am your host, Laura Sanders. So every week we're talking about something that can help you make a little money, save a little money, or navigate the crazy world. Today we're talking with Priority One, and we're going to help save you some money and help you navigate the car buying process.
Sounds good. Thank you, Laura. So we were talking earlier about this major event we're having November 7th, which is Friday, and it will be all day. It starts at 9, ends at 5 on Friday, and on Saturday, November 8th, starts at 9 and ends on 5. Yes, at 5. So a couple of the things that we've noticed, because being a credit union, we try to feel around in the community, find out what are people looking for, what are their needs, and one of which is not only to, upgrade their vehicle or, just get their dream vehicle, but they want to know, it's the holidays. How can you get me the vehicle I want, but still keep money in my pocket? So here's what we're offering. We're offering 3 months payment holiday, which means you don't make a car payment for 3 months.
That's amazing.
So basically, not until next year before you make your next car payment. basically the
A
interest.
reprieve,
Yes, yes.
a little reprieve,
Get you some extra gifts, holiday gifts, right?
or just be able to buy gifts. I mean,
There
the
you go.
economy is a little hard. People have spent a lot of money. Are you seeing a lot of credit card debt?
We are, and you know, we say credit unions, especially Priority One, people helping people. Right now, with the government shutdown, we're offering special programs for our members.
That's awesome.
Deferred payments, they call in, talk to us. So, we're there for the community.
And always tell them again, what is the best number again to reach you? Because sometimes people jump in the middle of the show and they're
Okay.
hearing it later. So I want to make sure that they're able to reach out to you.
My cell phone is 954-593-7947. So if you'd like to reach out to me and ask questions about our auto sale, just go ahead and call. Actually, we'll have vehicles on premises so you can come look. We'll get you pre-approved and we'll link you with auto advisors in the event you don't see something you like, and they'll find it for you.
Now, are these deals as good as the deals with Auto Advisor?
Well, yes, because Auto Advisor actually work alongside with the dealership that's coming on premises. So prior to coming, we negotiate with them. So we're getting lower prices than what you would get if you were to go to the auto place itself.
So this is November 7th and 8th?
Yes,
Okay, so if you're thinking about buying a car, hold off, wait,
yes.
because a lot of times if you go to the car dealership, they give you a hard time using a credit union as the financer. And a lot of times what I've had to do is, because you get a better rate for financing your car through Priority One,
Yes.
they'll make you finance your car with them. And then you have to turn around 2 days later and finance it with Priority One. So you're going to jump this whole thing, and they might have some. Do you have a couple of names of brands of what cars you're going to have?
Actually, they told us it will be a good mix. So we'll have Toyota, we'll have Hyundai, we'll have pickup trucks, we'll have all a variety. So right now I can't give you specifics because when the time comes, then they'll, gather and come over with a different mix.
Now, here's another great thing about you guys, and you probably don't even know where I'm going with this yet.
Okay.
So they also have an extended warranty that they offer. So
Yes.
even though this is a brand new car, typically cars only come with a 50,000 mile warranty.
Correct.
You can, at the time of purchase, for a very low price, cheaper than you would get with the dealer. And who's not getting those calls? Do you want to get an extended warranty on your car? You're like, who do you
Exactly.
know who to trust?
Exactly.
So when you're dealing with somebody like Priority One, now we know we can have somebody to trust, and we can get the extended warranty. I think it's through Route 66.
It is.
And if you sell the car early, you can go ahead and get a proration back. So
Right.
if you don't keep it for past the 50,000, I think that that's something that's definitely.
Is doable. They'll work with it. And for example, we've had instances where the key fob, you key fob for your vehicle. If you were to lose it,
It's like
break
$650,
it.
I think.
Exactly. These are things we don't even think of, the expense from our pockets. And we've had members come in, oh my gosh. And then, of course, whatever the insurance is on that, they'll get that back. There's also,
Oh, so that's covered on there?
yes, it's under some of the coverage there.
Wow, that's good to know.
Also, gap insurance. We all know when you drive a vehicle off the lot, it depreciates. So,
If you get into an accident.
exactly, the value. So we do have gap insurance, and we have actually the other day. This got me really deep. Someone had a situation with their air condition, and when electrical happens, everything in your vehicle now dies, right?
And that's why I like old cars.
Good point. So everything dies. So with this insurance, they were able to walk away without having to pay almost, I would say, $6,000-7,000 to fix their vehicle.
And I'm
It was
telling you
covered.
guys, I know you're hearing me. Even the realtors, like, if you really need to look into this, you need to call Priority One. You need to look into this extended. I can't stress the things. You should be at Priority One today, because we're kind of focused on cars today,
Yes.
but we are gonna
Yes.
talk another time about home equity lines, because that is another. I have to tell you, I can't tell you how
agree.
many home equity lines I've sent to you guys. That is like my favorite to tell people. They're like, oh, I'm never gonna get approved. I'm like, go talk to Priority One, and
I
they get it,
appreciate
and they call me and say,
Yes.
thank you so much.
We appreciate it.
Yeah.
And Laura, I have a question for you.
I have an answer.
Why do you think people come to you for all of this information? What do you think?
I feel like I'm a trusted advisor.
So that you believe is valued more than anything else, correct?
Right, and they say, oh, I wanted to get a home, and I'm like, stay away from, I can't say any names, but
Exactly.
like I had a guy, and I know this isn't about it, and we can talk about this another time, but just really
Okay.
quickly, have to give a testimonial.
Sure.
So I went on a listing appointment, and the people were buying a new house in like another part of Florida, but all their money, they had owned their house outright. So they needed money to put down on the new house, but they weren't going to sell the house till they got the new house.
Right.
Because we know their house was going to sell, right? I should have bought that house, by the way. But anyway, so he says to me, well, I'm in the process of working with blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And I've been working with them now for about 5 months. And they have not finished the equity line. I said, okay, listen, I need
5
you.
months.
Yes. I said, I need you to call Dina with Priority One. I gave her office number. I said, please call her. I said, and now I've even learned, before you call her, I want you to go to their website. I want you to I did it
out the
myself
app.
the other day.
You did? All
I
right.
did. I said, I want you to go to the website. I want you to go to PriorityOneCreditUnion.org.
Yes.
Because it's a
ORG.
nonprofit. I want you to go to PriorityCreditOne.org. I want you to go ahead and fill out the application. They'll tell you if it's for a car loan, if it's for an equity
Right.
line. They even give, and I could tell you a whole nother story from a client from about 15 years ago, what we did. But I said, go fill it out. Once you fill it out, then call Dina. Tell her you know me.
Exactly.
And they'll push it ahead.
Yes.
And I can't tell you, like, you guys' service has been wonderful, especially if I say, tell them you know me. But going back 15 years ago, I had
Right.
these people, they were doing a VA loan. And they're still in their home 15 years later, so they didn't have any money, but it all worked out. And Dina was able to give them a $5,000 personal loan, which was not secure.
Right.
A $5,000 not secure loan, that was enough money for them to have their closing costs to close on their home.
And you know what? That 5,000 loan, right now, we have what we call it now a holiday loan. Each season we call it whatever it is because it's a personal loan, and that's up to $10,000. And right now the rate is 9.74%. That's our lowest rate.
Better than going and getting a credit card for 20, right? So you're almost better off.
20 or 30.
Right.
I'm seeing all of these
So I
high
think
rates.
24% might be usury. I'm not sure. But yes, so you can go in and you can change, credit card debt and
Exactly.
pay off and try to pay it off
Consolidate.
faster. So that's a whole nother conversation to help people to have credit understanding that if you have 4 credit cards and you can't merge them, but one
Right.
has a 20%, one has a 10%, one has a 15%, you want to focus on the 20% first.
Pay it down.
Right.
Yes.
So put
Yes.
more money towards this and pay the minimums
and
on the
minimum
others.
off the others.
And
Is
put
that
as
the
much as you can.
snowball? I don't remember exactly what they call it, but I think it's the snowball effect. You pay down anyway. But
Yeah,
it's close.
you want to try to pay, so for instance, I used to pay my primary home off more money towards it. But then I
Right.
had bought some investment properties with higher rates. So what I started doing was paying those off and not paying anything to my primary because my interest rate was 2.75.
There you go.
So you got to focus on the higher debt and kind of
Exactly.
get that going.
and stick with it because initially you'll say to yourself, "This isn't happening," because you're not seeing it yet. But keep doing it.
Well, even paying,
yes.
like, for instance, if you pay one, and I don't know who knows this, but some people do, but if you pay one additional principal and interest on your
Yes.
mortgage per year, one time, not taxes, insurance, and everything, just principal and interest, one time per year, you will take 7 years off your mortgage.
I didn't know that.
Yes, it's
Okay.
awesome. So there are ways to
Save money, make money. all-
fast forward it, get it going.
Yes.
So
Yes.
again, if they're thinking about getting a car loan, they should be calling you. If they're thinking about getting
Personal loan.
a personal loan, extended warranty, need help shopping for a car, and I'm telling you, it saves you money. I promise. I promise it does.
And give you time, the time that you would be spending at the dealership, and they're
Like a whole day.
a whole day.
Sometimes two.
And they're wearing you down. So they're trying to wear you down. You could be spending that time with your family while Auto Advisor is out there
Okay.
looking for the vehicle
Little
for you.
secret though.
Tell
if
me.
you don't use auto advisors, which you should, but if you don't and you're going to buy a car, this is how I do it. And my family all comes to me.
Okay.
You go in, you tell them what you want.
Exactly.
You get them, then they say, well, and I go, listen, this is what I want. I'm going to go to get
Get your
lunch, or I got to
finance.
go back to work because I usually always have to go back to work. And I tell them, this is what I want, and I'll come back tomorrow morning to sign the papers. And that's what I do. I always leave. I never stay.
That's good.
When they say we're getting the paperwork together, I go, that's great. I'll be back tomorrow morning to sign. What time will you have it ready?
That's a great way. Yes.
I'm not staying
and
there
they
for
allow
8, 9
you to do
hours.
that.
If they don't, then
Then
do
you-
business with
they
some-
lose the
Do you-
deal.
Do you know how many
Right.
BMW dealerships are around? Do you know how many Mercedes dealerships, how many Toyota dealerships, how many dealerships that are around?
I agree. So they want the business, they'll wait. Okay.
So
It's another great way to do that. Yes.
and it works for me personally. I will say, a little disappointed in salespeople today. They don't follow up.
I agree. And
You used to be able to walk into a car dealership and you would leave and they would call you back later and be like, okay, I can do this for you. Do you know you never hear back from them? So you have to go to a different
Really?
dealership.
And you would think, because the car business has been sluggish lately. I mean, they're not selling as many cars. And based on what we're reading with the financial market, that's going to start picking up real soon. So you would think, because it's sluggish, that they would give you that extra service
Yeah.
to try to turn you into a loyal client, right?
I will say, I drive a BMW and my guy from BMW, he reaches out all the time.
There you go.
You know, he's probably the best salesperson. So Mike, if you're listening, I'm saying Mike from BMW in Coconut Creek, he has been the best salesperson that I've ever had in cars, ever.
That is
So,
great to know.
And I've bought several cars.
That is great to know.
Yes.
So with our cars that we'll have on the lot, we'll have salesperson there, but it's not really a selling environment. It is to preview, get pre-approved, and if you see something you like, then we'll do that after. So it's a very non-invasive situation where no one's going to be pressuring you. You come, have fun with us. We'll have hot dogs, we'll have, popcorn. Our members are always asking for popcorn. So it'll be a fun environment for 2 days.
Will you be there?
Yes, for sure. I will be the one wearing the very big straw hat. Every time we have one, I'm known to be the one with the straw hat.
So you're not getting all that sun.
Exactly. So and
That's how you keep
and we
yourself
ha-
looking young.
Well, thank you. And we have fun. And our CEO, many times are out there, just like you were saying. You get a deal, you call. You say you call Dina. Dina is our CEO. So it's showing you how our credit union is so involved in the community that a CEO is also there.
Well, let me tell you another one.
There you
You
go.
probably don't know this.
Tell me.
Friday night,
Uh-huh.
I had a client that their account was through Priority One. They sold their house. They were sending their proceeds to Priority One. Somehow somebody gave the wrong routing number. The money bounced back. Now, what ended up happening, and I guess we had this whole Amazon thing where we had a shutdown of electronics
Yes.
somehow. I'm not exactly
Yes.
sure I understand what happened because
Me either.
I'm
Yes.
really not sure. So on Friday night, when all this went down, the title company said, we resent the money at 5:30. It's en route. So I now call the CEO of Priority One. This is the benefit of knowing me and me knowing her.
Exactly.
So I text her on a Friday night, and I know her birthday's coming up, right?
Yes.
So I thought that was her birthday night for some reason. I don't know why. And I was thinking, oh my God, did I just
No.
ask you about an account on your birthday? Anyway, she was texting back, let me go into my let me call my comptroller. She reached out. She reached back to me. We're texting at 8:30 at night on a Friday night.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay. And then on Monday, because the money still had not hit, I was on it with her right away. She's like, well, they're just getting in now, but let me reach out to let them know this is a priority. Get it? Priority one.
Yes.
So this was a priority, and then unfortunately, money, because of what happened with Amazon, the money did not get to them till Tuesday, but it did get there, and Dina was definitely on it. So,
There you go.
you know,
Yes.
I will tell you about the special care. So honestly,
That
if
is
you
a big
guys
difference
are
with
thinking
us.
about opening up an account, Priority One's definitely the way to go. Tell us what your website is, and tell us the best phone number to get a hold of you.
Okay, you can actually reach us at priority1, the one is spelled out, fl.org. So priority1fl.org, or you can reach us by phone, and a live person is there most of the day, which is rare today. It's 954-335-5100, option 2. And someone will help you with getting you pre-approved to come to our auto showcase.
Yeah, so I would highly recommend getting on the website now.
Yes.
So you're approved for November 7th and 8th and you're ready to go, or that you can get it with their auto advisor.
Yes.
If you're looking for a top agent, you definitely want to call me, Laura Sanders, Remax Direct at 954-650-0827. Or you can reach me on the web at lauracell.com. And you might even see me eating a hot dog on the 7th and 8th over at Priority One, meeting
Sounds
up
like
with
a
the
plan.
girls. Again, thank you always for listening to Making Money with Laura Sanders. And until next week, thank you.